Hello everyone, it's Khadija from Trees of Wisdom coming at you with something I kind of wanted to just share and ask my guides for guidance and go into. And it's a forecast of energy for the next 8 months. What energy will we be transforming, transmuting, and transcending and going through for the next eight months, essentially? So I have them pulled, and I have an overall energy for the next 8 months going into January. And I have the Hierophant and the Three of Swords reversed. Now, both of these cards have very light backgrounds, and the first energy, the first thing I'm getting is that we're doing a lot of personal growth. I think the rest of the energy for the next 8 months have been spiritual growth and a lot of past trauma. This is reversed. Upright I would have been like, oh, some things have been hurting us now, but it's reversed, so it's actions that have hurt. And then I think we're using this energy to help us connect to spirit and to help us bring faith. So the overall guidance is the Hierophant and the Three of Swords reversed. So let's go into the month of June. So the energy here, well, we know this. We have the Five of Swords. And the first thing, before I even go, I'm going to pull a clarifier for the Five of Swords. But I have to say, with the Five of Swords, it's the energy of being like deceitful, hurting people, pushing others away. And I think in June, when it comes to the collective consciousness, we've had to be pushed away in order to see where we stand and what our path was in June. This is happening. We have grounding, the tree here. So this energy of deceit and deception, five is uproar, a change will bring grounding energy. So, I kind of like to use these as the energy behind the initial action. So with this Five of Swords being in June, as we can already see the chaos and the commotion going on within this month, that's going to cause transformation. So we have a grounding. Is there anything else? Archangel Michael cutting the cords, also an archangel of protection. I am grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings to my life in the month of June. These are the themes. Grounding and Archangel Michael's strength, cutting cords, will help overcome this deceitfulness, this static energy, this stagnant energy that's been present for centuries, okay? Not just this year, these past few years. No, this is energy that's been around since the abolishment of slavery, okay? So let's just go into July. Let's see what energies we have in July. We have the Hermit. So July will cause for a lot of introspection. And the Hermit is looking down or onto this card, kind of. And I think all of this energy, this static, this uproar that this Five of Swords caused in June, July, going into Cancer season, it's going to cause us, and this is a Virgo here, so maybe some Virgos could be bringing you some messages. I don't know. Maybe some Virgo energy, some grounding energy in July will help. But we're going to be trusting our intuition in July, looking back at what we had to do, looking back at where we have come from June. So we will realize things move effortlessly. Waterfall. Things are moving through time and space. A lot of blue. We also have sanctuary, communication, our cave. All of these things are going to be themes of July. Where do we feel secure? Where do we feel safe? Where do we feel at home? Our movement, our fluidity, and our emotions will flow effortlessly, I think, as we start to unlock information this July, this Cancer season. With the Hermit, we have root chakra, grounding. Maybe the going from the grounding in June will bring, you will feel the aftermath of this grounding in July. So in June we have grounding, the tree, and July we have root chakra. So we have a lot of communication, using your voice to ground yourself in July. I'm seeing a lot of information coming through, self-love, going with the self, another self card, image by itself, focusing on what you have to do to create change outside of you. So we go from June, July into August. And we have August, the Three of Pentacles. So you're going to see in August a lot of themes of working together, unity. You're going to see leadership. People are going to be stepping into leadership roles in August, because I'm getting chills saying this. I can feel it in the back of my neck. I know Spirit is like, say it, sis, say it. DNA, karma. We're going to be stepping into leadership roles because some of us have to. DNA, karma, this is where our path is. So know your role. Some of us, wow. Some of us are also going to be planners, envisioners. Look at the color. We have someone wearing an orange cloak. Orange is creativity, is a sacral chakra. We also have someone wearing a white cloak, which is spirituality. And we have someone wearing the colors of blue and gold, blue, or even you can say indigo, the third eye, the throat chakra, and the crown or the enlightenment. So someone has a vision. They're able to speak and communicate. Someone in your group is able to create. The two cards that came out from my other deck was creation and shape-shifting, being able to shape-shift like the clouds within scenarios, being able to work with others in situations. Shape-shifting is all about changing with the energies around you. So these will be themes of August. August is going to be a powerful time for creativity. We're going to see a powerful time for connection. 3, mind, body, spirit. A lot of mind, body, spirit work in August with the 3 of Pentacles because we want to be grounded. Pentacles are monetary, earth energy. Yeah, so let's go on with another clarifier. Why not with the 3 of Pentacles? Anything for the 3 of Pentacles. Reach out. Going in August, another theme, connecting. We're in a worldly shift. August is going to ask us to reach our hand and our hearts out to connect and unite all of humanity. August, we will see themes of connection, themes of creation. We will see some changes. If you feel the pull to be pulled into a leadership role, right now, June and July is the time to do the work, because right now shit is being shown to you. Shit is hitting the fan. July will give you time to go within. August will give you time to bring this plan into fruition, because we are looking for Hierophant, spiritual guidance. That's the overall theme. And you'll see me come back to that in a minute. So let's go into September, my birthday. Ooh, so we have the Page of Cups. This is nice. The overview for the Page of Cups in September. Show it to you guys. So the Page of Cups is playful, creativity. And I think this is a card where we've had to work with others in August to create. We're going to also have to find this creation within ourselves, this compassion within ourselves, trusting our intuition, our instinct within ourselves, trusting our vulnerability and when to be open about what we feel. September will give us this time to, share our emotions, to start to put things into ourselves, trusting our intuition, trusting the compassion, the energies of giving and receiving within ourselves. Because the page stands alone. He's the initial spark of the idea. So in September, this can be, especially when it comes to cups, fluidity, we can have more ideas of how to share ourselves creatively, how to communicate differently in September. September is also Virgo season. So, being able to analyze and go through things, taking a rest, understanding when you need to slow down, because we also have vulnerability in September. Another green card. We have a lot of green in September. Heart chakra. A lot of heart chakra energies. We go from like blue, which is a lot of communication in July, which is also July is Cancer season. Then we go August into Leo season. We have a little, shift, I feel like, because we're not going to be able to go out as much as we want to with everything happening. And Leo season is not going to be as bright and vivacious, but we need to find strength in that, because that's going to give us time to find who we need to work with, building our tribe, building our team. This is very important in August, in Leo season. Maybe we will see some Leos emerge as leaders. Then we go into September, a lot of vulnerability. Virgo is the earth energy card. This is an earth maiden, fairy maiden, all about resting in nature, finding peace within nature. So this can bring you closer to your instinct and your vulnerability. In September, this can be themes that you will experience. So October, we have the Knight of Cups. So in September, where we were creating this idea for self, creating this idea for where we want to go, in October, we're going to be initiating this emotional change, this fluidity. You know, he's at the end of this river of emotion. The Knight of Cups is carrying out the message. He's breaching. So some of you in September, like I said, this is an individual card by itself. You may be working, you know, the background is white. White is internal change. You may be alone in September. You may be working by yourself. And in October, it's the time to come out, to breach, to see the world again, more blue. So it might be time for some of you in September, you'll be taking time to yourself to figure out how you want to communicate and express ideas. And in August, you're going to be able to do that. I also have here spirit guides. Trust in your spirit guides. In October, your spirit guides are going to be really strong. They're going to reach with you. Now, keep in mind, I'm doing this reading with no information about the new moons and the full moons that we're going to be experiencing in the next 8 months. This is just off a whim. So as we go, I'll start to like pull things in like, oh, hey, remember when I said that reading? But spirit guides will be so strong in the month of October because we are coming out of the lesson. We are coming out of the knowledge that we needed to be. The whale is submerged right now. Water fluidity, the fish, again, two symbols of fish. This could also be fish coming out of water. There could be something coming out of the water in October. You know, because we have less water, more earth. So let's just go in October. November. Okay. November is going to be a time of spiritual release. It's also going to be a time where we're going to feel heavy. You know, the months of November and December are the heaviest because we are going within ourselves to bring about internal change. November, December, it's the part of, and January are all months of reflection. So it clarifiers for November, the 10 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. And in November, we're going to this emotional journey we go on because we're going, unfoldment. We're finally going to understand in November this vision quest that we've been on since the beginning of June. We're finally going to come to terms with it because it's going to feel heavy. It's going to feel like we're carrying a lot of weight. But the Ace of Cups is here to remind you of that goal you set in September. This idea, whatever you wanted to create in September, is going to come into fruition. And it's going to feel like you're holding a lot. But shit is being unfolded for you. And sometimes when we go through shit and shit is being unfolded for us, it feels so heavy. The Florence and the Machine song came to my head. Forest Maiden came out. And I'm talking about Florence and the Machine. I'm so heavy. The song goes, I'm so heavy in my heart. That's the song I'm getting here. I'm getting chills saying that because in November, we're going to feel a little bit of this. We're going to feel heavy in our heart because we have a lot to get out, a lot to share. This vision quest has shown us a lot. And in November, we're going to have to come back to this. And now everything we've seen, we're going to have to put into fruition. And then we're blessed with the Forest Maiden, and she reminds us to connect with our inner child, to open our heart. So in November, that may be a big theme for some of you, opening your heart, connecting to your inner child, going through past child traumas, finding out. You may have been asking a question for a long time. June may have been the uproar, and in September you ask this question like, why do I do this? What is this? Why is it this way? And in October, you're doing the spirit work. And in November, you're going to see the growth. You're going to see the change, the emotional release. You're going to understand your path a little bit more. So December rolls on right in. Whew. Okay, this is good. I got chills all over my body. So December, we have the Six of Wands. December is going to bring us a theme of pride, a theme of joy, creation, energy of completion. We have the wreath circled around his wand, symbolizing completion. It's green, so symbolizing the unity of the heart chakra to the root chakra, because it's tied with a red ribbon. Red ribbons remind us of where we come from and where we have to go. And in December, new moon and passion are amidst the Six of Wands. Wands are fire signs. They are passions. So this promise of a new beginning is coming in December because we are going into 2021. You know, we're going into January. So December, any clarifiers for the Six of Wands, any energy that we want to clear. We have Sun Goddess and Solar Plexus. So in December, charge up, connect to the sun. Remind yourself what you are passionate about, what you are confident about, what makes you feel wholly connected to yourself. Because these are both energies of divine feminine. You know, he's also wearing a cloak of orange and yellow. So this could be, you know, he's confident. He's riding on this horse like, yes, chick, I see you. So this is energy we want to start feeling in December. We want to start feeling accomplished within ourselves. This is a theme of December, is accomplishment. The sun, we could also see some things happening with the sun in December. It may start to get warmer with Sun Goddess coming, bringing fire. We also have the cards of passion and the solar plexus. So lots and lots of fire in a very cold, reflective month. Very interesting. So in January, we have the Four of Swords upright. So January will bring us a time of rest. We literally went from the Five of Swords in the beginning of June to the Four of Swords in January. So that extra weight, that baggage, that deceitfulness, by the time rolls around January, I'm not saying it's going to stop, but some of us will need a rest. Some of us are going to need to calm down because we've accomplished a lot, but spiritually we still have more to go. That's the sword on the bottom. And it's, you know, going to be a challenge, but you need rest. You need to give yourself rest in January because the fight is a long one. It's a long, long, long one. Strength just flipped. So let's see if that comes out. But in January, any energies for the Four of Swords? Strength. Remember, a theme of strength will be something you see in January. Remember, you are strong. Even if you need rest, you will lay to rest enlightened. You will lay to rest knowing more and come back up and understand how to overcome what is beneath you. In January. January calls for a time of inner strength, meditation. This figure is contemplating. Crystal ascension. I am attuned to the universal wisdom and the energy of the crystal kingdom. Okay, so maybe and also this is a very crystal looking mountain. It looks like the amethyst crystal. Look at my amethyst back there. Looks just like my amethyst crystal. So maybe in January, some crystal healing, crystal cleansing, crystal meditation. Reach out to practitioners. See if they're offering free crystal services. In January, that is a really important theme. I also have the bottom of the deck, reflection. In January is going to give us time to reflect. I think because everything is going to kind of just keep going. We're going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's because we're building up. And we haven't had time to look back at all that we've built. And this Four of Swords represents that completely because he's so tired. His eyes are closed. He's rested. He can't see what's above him. But his head is rested thinking about what's more to come. And don't forget that you have strength. You have crystals. This time is to reflect, to bring clarity of where to go next after January. So thank you all so much. I hope you have a beautiful, magical rest of your day. I am sending energies of love and light to everyone. Namaste. Oh, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with a friend.